And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. 180!
Let's go, D.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's brought in by Adam Humphries.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go. 180!
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big play there for the Niners.
Go.
44 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
20 XFL.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try to run with Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
See the scheduling.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Make sure I stretch.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rodgers.
Good stuff.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that
close.
time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Watch the trail. Watch the tight end.
36. Shift. Switch.
Check 30.
Check 13. Check 13.
Watch the trail. Watch the tight ends.
Plant.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Watch the wheel route.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his
Oh,
right.
he can't touch the ball. Sack. He can't touch the ball. Let's go.
Runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Let's go, Coleman. Yeah, keep this up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. He's going to
that.
loft one
Beat
deep
that.
left side here.
Yes, sir.
And
Touchdown.
He rolls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Let's go. Let's play defense.
Point after,
Good.
right down the middle. And the
Good.
lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you
Good
get
job.
the
Good
nerves
job.
at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness
Watch
those
tight end.
nerves
Watch tight end.
and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now here's a throw right side,
stuff.
taken in
Good
by
stuff.
his tight end. 6 yards is the
Still
pickup,
basic,
and that'll
still
lead to a
basic, still
3rd
basic.
down.
Let's go.
A gain of 6 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across the
Flag down, he goes down.
Who's that? Ah,
So
let's
they're
go.
able to sack him. Now the
Let's
penalty
go.
looks like it could be
Defense.
holding. Let's find out.
You see me?
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Take our time. Take what he gives us.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Even though he was playing outside, I don't know how he got back inside there quick. That's going to be his thing, though.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On third down, here's Coleman.
Make him pay for it. Make him pay for it.
Past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes Jordan Matthews.
Let's go.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. 11.
What the heck is that?
On second down, it's Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, get the
On third down, it's Coleman. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I missed it good.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Yeah, that should be.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
Well, I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Who is that? That's defense. Is that a Kello?
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground with Breida.
I need Juice
and he'll
to
take
block.
This forward only up to about the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And they take this up near the 30 before
Coleman almost had 100 yards before half.
22 yards there, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mike's 4-2.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
White. 11.
Coleman now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Rodgers now on first down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle.
I knew that play.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 35 yards away. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Make him uncomfortable.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it'll bring up 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Lets this one. That's caught inside the 20.
Wow.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Nice stretch. Nice stretch. Nice stretch.
Hey, Wood.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Sack.
Looking sideline, incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Flushed out right. This throw caught right around the 6.
Telling you, I'd be clamping up
and
offense.
Stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Turn the camera back there.
Rodgers again now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones.
Yeah, that's dead. Let's go.
He's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Let's go. Good defense.
Down. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Coleman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
21.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
One, Omaha.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Watch that in, tight end's right.
They begin the drive with Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play.
Niggas running man every play now. All right.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
65.
Let's see what we're doing now.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in as Kittle.
Man 19
and they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's complete. End zone, touchdown, 49ers.
Not playing almost.
Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th of the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Making it work.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken
it ain't going to work all the time.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Now the 2nd down throw on target. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup.
Perfect play.
That
his
first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's got the 1st down and more.
Why are you always clicking on the wrong person?
Touchdown!
That wasn't even good. That could have been stopped.
Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the
man.
Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he hits his man, Matthews. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They'll become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
How?
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Boy, you were lucky as fuck.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Packers 27, 49ers 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I hate when the game be doing me dirty.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
On second and a yard, Garoppolo, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. 11 yards there, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Garoppolo to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones.
A little bit.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go.
Now Garoppolo. And Matthews makes the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Fluke stuff this time. Stupid.
Here we go.
Game of the world.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't even replay the play. How, EA? Come on.